Good morning, everybody. This is Big Dave here on DCR TV. Dave Hughes. How y'all doing, everybody? Got some big breaking news for you on this 6-6-12. 6 plus 6 equals 12. Big change over there at WBAL Radio. Let's go with the audio.
57 now on Maryland's Morning News. Finally this hour, a personal note on something that will be happening here on Maryland's Morning News later this summer or the fall. I have decided to semi-retire after the privilege of wishing you a good morning every morning for the past 22 and a half years.
That's Dave Durian. He hosts the WBAL morning show, news talk radio station. They have a newsreel kind of thing in the morning. So Dave Durian, longtime Baltimore radio and TV personality, used to work over at Channel 11, worked at MPT for a while. He apparently is retiring at the end of August. Let's continue with the taped audio from this morning.
Those of you who are longtime BAL listeners probably recall many of the changes this time slot's gone through since my first morning of January 1st, 1990. The many talented news anchors, reporters, sports anchors, weather forecasters, the regular guest contributors, the very talented show producers who've been the mainstays of the morning show for all these years. Whatever success we've enjoyed has really been a team effort by a long list of very talented, very hardworking people, none of them more talented or hardworking than the people you're listening to this morning. A couple of weeks ago, while I was on vacation, I found myself running through a long list of things I enjoy doing that don't involve the alarm clock going off at 1:30 in the morning. I'm looking forward to starting to work my way through that list. Along the way, for the foreseeable future, though, I'm going to be back from time to time on a fill-in basis, both here and maybe even on Maryland's News Now in the afternoons. And I'm really looking forward to, because it's the most fun, doing our live broadcasts around Christmas from Valley View Farms. That's part of the job I'm not ready to give up yet. So the changing of the guard, the part of the guard anyway, here on Maryland's Morning News will happen sometime in September, maybe October, somewhere around when things get back into gear with school and everything. Until then, I'm going to be here with Bill and Keith and Tony, the rest of the team, as usual, letting you know what's going on in the morning. A job which, as a matter of fact, continues right now.
WBAL, WIYY, HD4, Baltimore.
Okay, so that was Dave Durian this morning, the 6th of June, 2000 and, oh my goodness, I'm out of focus. There we are. I'm in my cap mode this morning. Anyhow, that was Dave Durian this morning here on WBAL 1090. That was just before 9 o'clock this morning. And we got the news up there on DCR TV. And so apparently Dave Durian sometime this fall, September, October-ish, will be giving up his permanent gig as the morning news anchor. And, that's a grueling job. You got to get up at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, get in the car, drive to the station. A lot of work to prepare for that show. You don't just go on the air. You got to sit there and, you got 3 or 4 hours of radio to program. What stories are you going to do? How are you going to lead it? Who are you going to be interviewing? It's a lot of work, and it is a grind, And, yeah, if you've ever done that kind of work, getting up at 1 and 2 in the morning messes up your whole psyche. I'm amazed that people can do it as long as they do it. It's tough. But anyhow, Dave Durian to leave his morning gig there at WBAL. He'll still stay with the station as a fill-in host, and it will be interesting to see who BAL picks to replace him. Interesting. The latest radio ratings came out. And Dave Durian's morning show there, the Maryland Morning News at WBAL Radio, was the top-rated morning show on Baltimore radio. So there. So that's the big news for today. There you go. All right. Thanks for watching. So there.